Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classics slash Non-Classics, where I'm reviewing Superman number 400. It came out in October of 1984. And there are various different names in this list. Let's lay them off quickly, and I'll tell you exactly how I'm familiar with them. There is Terry Austin, Brian Belland, Ray Bradbury, John Byrne, Howard Clayton, Jack Davis, Steve Ditko, one of the co-creators of Spider-Man, many other comic book characters. Will Eisner, the creator of the Spirit. I've never read any Spirit comics. Let's see. Mike Grill, the guy who will later write Green Arrow. He did this before he did the first 80 issues of Green Arrow. Kellis Johnson, I have no idea who that person is. Michael W. Cautula, I think that's how you pronounce it. Jack Kirby. Who doesn't recognize the name, the King of Comics, Jack Kirby? The guy who created a whole bunch of characters, both Marvel and DC. Characters like Captain America, the Avengers, the New Gods, bunch of others. Elliot Morgan, Frank Miller. Who doesn't recognize Frank Miller, especially all this bad writing right now? Mevos. I have no idea who this person is. Jerry Robinson. Kind of heard the name, I don't know much about him. Marshall Rogers. Bill Sedgwick. Walter Simonson. Ooh, yes, I recognize that name. The guy who wrote and drew Thor for years. Good artist, by the way. If ever here, we wouldn't have Malekith the Accursed. There's also Leonard Starr. Sekiro, you know what this person is. Al Williamson and Bernie Welterson. Now this comic is basically pre-crisis. This is the pre-crisis Superman. Basically, this is Superman of Earth 1, though it's kind of it's a bunch of stories. Let me take it out of the package here. And I got that's my little comic. I was surprised to find this thing. This comic is 29 years old. Yes. And this is the back cover. Let me show it up there. Interesting cover. Alright. Now, the first story in the book is called Earth Time 1984. And, let's see. It is, this one's done by Elliot Morgan. And, Howard Clayton is the one who did the cover art for this. Yeah, it's just basically a Superman through the times. Ooh, look at this. Hey, look at this one. This is a beautiful picture. This one was done by I'm not sure who did this one. No, but this is a beautiful picture. Ooh, Jack Kirby picture. No, there it is. The Jack Kirby picture. Yeah, I'm showing up some stuff. Yeah, this comic, it's a good comic if you're into this stuff. Now, the first story I said it just deals with like an older version of Superman. Here's a picture of him. Here on the bottom cover of this page. I don't know why he's got the hair for, but he just basically, they actually find him in this asteroid field, and this is like Superman in the future. Yeah, it's just an Elseworld story. Now this one is, I don't recognize who did this one, but here's another beautiful drawn artwork. Yeah. One thing this issue is good for is these art pictures, because at this time when this issue came out, Superman was just celebrating his 45th anniversary, 45th anniversary of his debut. Now I can tell by looking at this is Will Eisner doing this one. The reason why I recognize this particular picture because I've seen some pictures of the Spirit, so this is a Will Eisner picture. The next story is basically, I can tell by the artwork, it's a Frank Miller story. Look at this thing. This kind of reminds you of Dark Knight Returns. But this came out a few years before Dark Knight Returns. It just shows basically Superman in the 50s, where there's this picture right here of the George Reeves Superman. Yeah, the Superman in the 50s mentioned Superman series, which they only used that series for the comic book years later. It just these are a bunch of side stories. I'm just showing off some photos here and there of people's artwork. Now this one is Leonard Starr. I'm not familiar with his artwork at all, so don't quote me on it. Alright? And here is a photo I am kind of familiar. I'm not sure who did this one. So, if anyone could tell me who did this artwork for this page, the signature is right there at the bottom. If I can show it there. I have no idea who this person is. So, if someone would comment me on this, who actually did this photo, please tell me and who this signature is, because I don't read signatures. I'm terrible reading signatures, unless of course recognize signature. Next story was the art signature there by Marshall Rogers and Terry Austin. Okay, this says nothing really much to do with Superman. Just a guy finding Superman's costume, becoming apparently a new Superman. 1 second. Sneezed. Okay. Now it's just basically dealing with a bogus Superman. There is, however, this one character here on this page. He kind of reminds me of Judge Dredd. Of course, Judge Dredd was being published at this time, so it would make sense for this particular picture to be around, because Judge Dredd came out back in the late 70s. So and this came out in the mid 80s, so it kind of does make sense. Yeah, just basically a bunch of bogus ones. Ooh. This one's Wrightson. That's what it says on the thing right there. It says Wrightson. Let me see if I can show this here. Yeah, it's Wrightson. Beautiful picture of Superman. Pretty much the artwork in this issue is pretty much top notch, with the exception of Frank Miller stuff. Next one is just Wendy Penn. This is another future story. Just telling Superman there's even a picture of a Superwoman before the Lucy Lane stuff and Supergirl. Yeah. Ooh. Here's one. Those of you Spirit fans, if you're watching this, you're going to love this picture. Superman meeting the Spirit. Well, I think that's kind of supposed to be, it's a Spirit. But kind of does look like Clark Kent when he's in costume, but it's a Will Eisner picture. Heck, even says Will Eisner right there in the corner. Let's see if I can show this on here. There it is. Right there. See it? It says Will Eisner. Those of you Spirit fans will love this picture if you actually get a chance to read this. Next one's called Last Son of Krypton. This one's done by Kelly Adler. The name was not on the cover, but Michael. I have no idea who some of these people are because I'm not that well familiar with. Now this is a very odd looking picture of Superman, where he looks like Count Dracula. Look at this picture. Does he kind of look like Count Dracula with a freaking cape? Those of you who can answer in the comments below once this video is uploaded. Let's see. Yeah, just a standalone story. Ooh, I recognize this artwork. Steve Ditko did this one. Yeah, look at this one. Look at that beautiful looking artwork. Let's see. His signature is somewhere on the page. Let's see. It is right there in the upper right-hand corner. There he is. Now, I'm only doing scans of these splash art pages for this issue because, well, the really good ones. This one, I have no idea who did this one. So, like some others, please tell me who did this one. Okay? Sorry I'm fully at the pages, but it's the only way I can do this. Okay? Don't worry, I'm not bending this by when I'm doing this. Okay? It's just scanning the picture in. Now I'm not showing every single panel of this comic. It's just a bunch of Elseworld stories. Ooh. Finally found a picture of Superman. Well, it's not exactly a full picture of Superman, but it's a picture of Superman. So, yeah, it's just basically Superman. It's just basically Elseworld stories take place in the future. It's a non-canon issue. I mean, it was deemed non-canon via the Crisis of Earth. Ooh, I just found a picture of Lex Luthor. Well, a picture of Lex Luthor. I'm not sure. This kind of does look like Lex Luthor. It could be. I'm not really sure, but it could be. Okay. Yeah, and this guy here says is the year 5902. Don't know why he's in the future for it. No real explanation. Now this next photo I'm going to show you guys. It's a very odd-looking photo of Superman, especially he's holding some kind of green thing. Okay, here it is. Start from the top and go straight to the bottom. Now there's no signature on this one, so I have no idea who did this one. Alright? This next one is quite odd. This is basically mostly like this. I mean, it's like this most of the time. It's just basically 2 full art pages. It's a split page thing, and it has like text in the bottom. It's like this. I think this is the start circle. I have no idea who this person is. So, those of you who would like to explain to me who this person is, or can you please explain to me in the bottom? Let's see. Just a standalone story. That's pretty much all this is. Just a bunch of standalone stories. Nothing really much to do with what's going on in the Superman comic at this time. And this is a couple years before the post. This is a couple years before the Crisis. And here's the this is the last page of the book. Trying to read here. I think this might be a Walt Simonson picture. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on it. All right. Now here's also this black and white picture. It's not color. Robin says, "Holy Cobra, Batman! I think the Joker and Penguin have some nefarious trick." If he says, I kind of see the Joker there, but I don't see the Penguin any place. But there is some cameos by a lot of celebrities, like there's a picture of Michael Jackson at the bottom. Might be Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan. Those of you who like to point out who these people are, who I don't recognize, I know the person with the sucked-in face, right next to the guy pulling up the face. I know that's Michael Jackson. But if any of you want to tell me who these people are at the bottom, just point them out in the comments below, because I will be posting this. Alright? And that's kind of the comic. Oh, those of you who don't know what this little thing is right here, show this little cover here, it says, approved by the Comic Code Authority. Those of you are probably thinking, what's the Comic Code Authority? And somebody's saying, isn't it dead? Isn't it no longer around? Yes, it is dead. It has been declared dead 2 years ago. The Comic Code Authority was founded back in... Let me talk briefly about this. It was founded back in the 1950s because of a stupid psychiatrist thinking that comic books were making people insane. Yeah, the guy was a complete idiot. I'm surprised himself he wasn't drawn to asylum. So, pretty much comic companies come together, form this ridiculous code. So, from that point up until the first update, there could be like something like no drugs, no monsters, stuff like that, no vampires. But then after the very controversial 3 issues Amazing Experiment, then they changed the Comic Code Authority altogether. Alright? Get a little over time here. Over time, pretty much stuff started to change over the years, and even companies didn't have that seal of authority on the cover. The big ones did. Then in 2001, Marvel left the Comic Code Authority so they could form their own code, which they still use today. The Wraith Comics got their rating system. DC Comics managed to stay with them up until the relaunch 2 years ago. Now, I will be having a topic video on the relaunch soon, so stay tuned for that. Alright. As for this issue, this was an okay issue for Superman fans. It's mainly just a tribute to Superman. So, since tribute to Superman, I give it 5 out of 5. If you want to pick this up, go ahead. Otherwise, though, that's it. I have no opinion matter. So, good luck. Try to find the issue, and I'll see you guys in a topic video. Okay? See ya.